Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about why I think the Tau Riptide is overpriced. I know it has a lot of wounds and I know it's a big, creature and whatever, suit, but the Riptide coming in with the ion cannon is 420 points. There you go, that's not what you want to see. Okay, so me and one of the lads were talking about it when we were playing a game the other night, and it was being referred to as the flying brick, and we totted it up with all the weapons you could have on it. So if you add all of the heavy weapon options you can to it, so repulsor tank with I was zooming this in a bit more, it might be easier for you to see, 2 frag storm grenade launchers, 2 frag storm grenade launchers, so that's 4 frag storm grenade launchers, an Icarus rocket pod, Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, 2 Crack Storm Grenade Launchers, a Last Talon Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and twin Last Cannons. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Twin Last Cannon probably should fire twice. That's 12 weapons. Okay, so we'll have a look at the rules here. Hover tanks, distances and ranges are always measured to and from this model's hull, even though it has a base because it flies. Power to machine spirit, this model does not suffer the penalty to hit rolls from moving and firing heavy weapons. Now, if I want to take that on the Riptide, I have to pay for an upgrade. It's only a couple of points, but I still have to pay for it. Your opponent must subtract 2 from any charge rolls made for units that declare charge against a repulsor. Okay, fine. Your Riptide shouldn't be getting into combat, I don't think. But to top it off, right, this model can transport 10 Chapter Primaris infantry models. Each Mark 10 Gravis model takes up the space of 2 other models. It cannot transport jump pack models. So you can put 10 Primaris in this thing. Repulsor, weapon skill 6+, strength 8, toughness 8, 16 wounds, leadership 9, 3 up save. Okay, so remember you have 4 of these frag storm grenade launchers. They're range 18, assault D6. So you're getting 4d6 range 18 strength 4 shots, which is going to shoot your infantry. Then for the stuff that's a bit further away, you have your Icarus rocket pod, 24 inches, heavy D3, strength 7 -1. Add 1 to all hit rolls for this weapon against targets that can fly. So if he's shooting any Tau suits, he's automatically getting +1 to hit. Then we have the Iron Rail Heavy Stubber, 36 inches, heavy D3, strength 4, -1 AP, 1 damage. Crack Storm Grenade Launcher, 18 inches, assault 1, I think there's 2 of them as well, strength 6, -1 D3 damage. Last Talon, 24 inches, heavy 2, so strength 9, -3 AP and D6 damage. Onslaught Gatling Cannon, 24 inches, heavy 6, strength 5, AP -1, 1 damage. It's better than a burst cannon. Burst cannons I think are strength 5, 0 AP, 1 damage. Twin Last Cannon, 48 inch range, heavy 2, so you're getting 4 last cannon shots in this tank. Okay, so like, right, say on average you roll a 3 on each of them, that's 12 wounds. You can't do that with a Riptide. AP -3, D6 damage. So its characteristics: row 1 is 1916 wounds, 10 inch movement, 3+, I presume that is ballistic skill, and 6 attacks. And then if you get down to half wounds, it's 5 inches, 4+. Right, that's when you get it down to half. The Riptide comes in at a 4+ standard and D6 attacks, and then in the last bracket is 1 to 4 wounds, 3 inch movement, 5+ ballistic skill. Okay, now I know there's a difference between a floating land raider and a Riptide. Okay, but even if I compared this to the Hammerhead, sorry, even if I compared this to a Hammerhead with long strike in it, long strike's hitting on 2+. Okay, you take either 2 high yield or smart missile systems or 2 burst cannons, it's still not putting out as much firepower as this thing is. Is this right? Yeah. Okay, so have a look at the Riptide. Okay, so XV104 Riptide battlesuit's coming in at 420 points. Its rules are drone support, for the greater good, Nova reactor, and Riptide shield generator. So he has 2 smart missile systems, an ion accelerator, a multi-tracker, 2 MV-84 shielded missile drones, and a target lock for 12 points. So the multi-tracker model with a multi-tracker can reroll hit rolls of 1 if it's firing all of its weapons at the same target. A model with a shield generator has a 4+ invul. So you take the shielded missile drones because you can give them the wounds. They have a 4+ invul as opposed to the Riptides 5+. Okay, so I'm paying I'm paying 50 points for 2 4-up invuls. On a roll of d6 each time a drone with this ability loses wound on a 5+. It's a 5-up field I'm paying. Target lock. A model with a target lock does not suffer the penalty of moving or firing heavy weapons. It costs me 12 points to move and not suffer that penalty. So if we scroll down, the shielded missile drone has drone fly, MV-84 shielded missile drone, and okay, that's his keywords. The Riptide has battlesuit monster, jetpack, fly, and XV-104 Riptide. So if the repulsor was shooting at me with his I can't remember what gun it was. It could have been the last Talon. He's getting +1 to hit me, so he's hitting on a 2+ then. My Riptide is coming in at weapon skill. I'm not going to bother going through the drones because they're not going to matter. Weapon skill 5+, strength 6, toughness 7, 14 wounds, leadership 8, 2-up save. Okay, so the ion accelerator, I have to take a wound to use the Nova charge profile. It's heavy D6, 72-inch range, strength 9 -3, D3 damage, or damage 3, sorry, which is okay. But remember, I have to take a wound to use that. This the overcharge, where I might take a wound on the roll of a 1, is strength 8 -3, D3 damage. But you shouldn't be taking wounds from that. That's why you have the multi-tracker. Multi-tracker lets you reroll hits of 1 and fire all of its weapons at the same target. So if you're overcharging, you want to be firing everything at the same target. Standard is heavy 3, strength 7, -3 AP, 1 damage. The missile pod, that's on the drones, is assault 2, strength 7, -1 AP, D3 damage. Smart missiles, 30 inches, heavy 4. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I have 2 smart missile systems. Okay, so I have 8 shots that are strength 5, 0 AP. You're not going to do much against vehicles with that. The missile drones have assault 2, so that's me up to 6 shots, and you're getting 3, maybe another 3 if you overcharge. But standard ballistic skills 7 to 14 wounds, movement 12, standard ballistic skill 4+, 4 to 6, that's me down to half wounds, 8-inch movements, 5+ ballistic skill. Now he doesn't change in the last one, but like I'm a giant suit that can jump around and fire a giant weapon with superior technology. I'm doing air quotes here, superior, but like a 4+ standard, it's just not great. Like when you think about the amount of weapons that tank is able to put out. Right, so I'll work out the shots. Okay, so 2, 8, 10, 11, 13, so say you get 1.5, round that down to 1, so that'll be 14, that's just say for average, and 3, so you're getting, on a good turn, if everything is average, you're getting 17 shots with this thing, hitting on a 3+, okay? If I'm lucky, I get 8, 10, 13, right, that's just standard, and I'm hitting on a 4+. Now I know I shouldn't be comparing a tank to a battlesuit, but like the Riptide is kind of the heavier weapon platform, I think, for the Tau. If you take a look at the broadsides, he's 2 heavy rail rifles and 2 smart missile systems. So he gets 4 shots with the rail rifles, he gets 8 shots with the smart missile systems, and they all hit on a 4+. And if you want to not have to suffer the penalty for moving, you have to take a 12-point upgrade to just ignore that. So for an army that's kind of lacking in close combat ability, unless you're taking like far strike, far sight, or an ethereal, like even an ethereal isn't going to go around and blow up tanks with his honor blade, you know what I mean? So for an army that's mainly shooting based, I think 4+ on one of our heavier things. Now you know, there is the argument, of course, that if Riptides are shooting on a 3 plus, they'd be blowing things up left, right, and centre. But I think the tank, the repulsor, should be a 4 plus as well because of the amount of firepower it can output. Imagine if, like, you take that as a dedicated transport, and you can take it again as a heavy support choice. So you could have 2 of them on the field. That's what I think I said 17 on a good shot. So 17 and 17 is, that's 34 shots out 2 tanks. That's not including the 10 Primaris each of them can carry with them. And it has, was it 16 or 18 wounds? 16 wounds. So like, even if you roll 3 6s on last cannons, it's going to take 3 last cannons to take this thing down, and it's a 3 plus save. I think Space Marine players are after getting a serious power boost, being able to take such a powerful dedicated transport or a heavy support. So like if you look at the points difference, it's 352 points for this tank, 16 power level. I'm at 19 power level at 420 points, and I'm nowhere near as effective as that tank. That is my rant over and done with. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will probably get a repulsor in the long run anyway, but for Tau players, like, all our shooting stuff is 4 plus to hit. Marker lights help re-rolling ones, they help seeker missiles, that kind of thing. But like your suits are 4 plus, your fire warriors are 4 plus, Pathfinders are 4 plus, Ghost Scale, Riptide 4 plus. The only good things for shooting are the commander suits and cadre fireblades, and long strike obviously, because they hit on 2s. The fireblade hits on a 3 with his marker light, if a 3 plus if you move, because it's heavy. We're sitting here with our, you know, superior weapons that the plasma rifles don't overheat, but we can't hit anything because we're hitting on a 4 plus. I don't know. I just think that it should be a 4 plus, or I think if you put the Riptide down to 3 plus and he just overcharges every turn, he's firing that ion thing everywhere. But if the tank was a 4 plus, I think it'd make it a bit more reasonable. That's my rant over and done with. I'll leave you there, guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about the new repulsor tank, or if you think Tau are overpriced for what they get.